tassel swinging. I don't need it no more. Caps in the air like birds in the sky. I'm looking ahead with a spark in my eye. Coffee is steaming in a brand new cup. The world is so big and I'm just waking up. Paper is crisp and my shoes are so clean. Walking a path that I've only just seen. Heart's beating fast but I'm taking it slow. Watching the seeds of my yesterday grow. This fresh degree smile, wanna wear it for a little while. New city lights and a desk by the hall. I'm ready to fly, I'm not scared to fall. Yeah, this fresh degree smile. Gonna walk every beautiful mile. Starch on my collar, a badge with my name. The office is buzzing, a different game. I'm helping the others, I'm finding my way. Turning the blue into a bright sunny day. Smart with my numbers, but kind with my heart. This is the moment, this is the start. No more late night library ghosting. Just the sunrise and the dreams I'm hosting. From the classroom to the big glass floor, I'm knocking on every open door. This fresh degree smile, wanna wear it for a little while. New city lights and a desk by the hall. I'm ready to fly, I'm not scared to fall. Yeah, this fresh degree smile. Gonna walk every beautiful mile. Just a smile. Fresh degree, ready for the sea, for the sea.
Elevator dings a silver bell. Stories high where the giants dwell. Polished marble under my feet, where the city pulse and the silence meet. The lobby is a cathedral of light. Everything is shining, everything is bright. I'm a small shadow in a very big hall, but I'm standing straight, I'm standing tall. My reflection in the mirrored wall says I belong here after all. These glass office mornings, golden light in the early warnings of a busy day and a life so new. Looking out at the skyline blue. Through the glass I see the world below, and I'm ready for the seeds to grow. Phones are ringing in a distant room, the scent of expensive faint perfume. The CEO passes with a steady nod. I'm a tiny part of a lightning rod, but I've got my files and I've got my pen, ready to start it all over again. Helping a friend with a heavy stack, watching a colleague's weary back. I bring the coffee, I bring the cheer. There's no room for any doubt or fear. In this crystal tower I find my place, with a focused mind and a steady pace. mist on the city street. I'm moving light on my own 2 feet. The break room smells like roasted beans. The quietest part of the office seems. I've got a tray and a steady grip. Careful now, don't let it slip. 1 for the manager, 2 for the team. Adding a little bit of sugar and cream. I see the stress in the way they sigh, so I'll be the light in their tired eyes. All these busy coffee cups, lifting all the spirits up. Steam is rising in a curly dance, giving every day a second chance. A little warmth in a ceramic hold, turning the silver into morning gold. Sarah's got a mountain of files to sign. I'll leave a latte and you'll be fine. The project is heavy, the pressure is on, but we'll keep going till the light is gone. It's more than a drink, it's a way to say I'm right here with you through the working day. Black and bitter or sweet and light, whatever it takes to make it right. I'm just a graduate finding my way by brightening up somebody else's day. Oh, these busy coffee cups, lifting all the spirits up. Steam is rising in a curly dance, giving every day a second chance. A little warmth in a ceramic hold, turning the silver into morning gold. All these busy coffee cups, lifting all the spirits up. Steam is rising in a curly dance, giving every day a second chance. A little warmth in the ceramic hold, turning the silver into morning gold. 2 sugars for you, a little cream for me. Almost time for the sea. The deadline is dancing on the edge of the clock. The shadows are long and the office is locked, but I'm moving through desks like a soft summer breeze, solving the puzzles and calming the knees. If you're stuck on a line or a row in the code, I'll carry a piece of your heavy load. It's not for the credit, it's not for the pay. I just hate to see a gray cloud in your day. When the gears start to grind and the spirits get low, I'll find where the light is and help it to glow. Helping every hand, making space to breathe, lending you the strength that you didn't think you'd leave. A bridge over trouble, the soft word of grace, putting a smile back on every tired face. Yeah, we're rising together, that's the beautiful plan. Just a girl in the office helping every hand. I see a folder falling off of the shelf. I'll catch it for you, don't worry yourself. I've finished my pages, I've checked every box. Now I'm unlocking all of your stubborn locks. A good job to Sarah, a coffee for Ben. We're finding our rhythm and winning again. Sometimes the ladder feels too high to climb. Sometimes we just need a second of time to know that someone's standing right there in the quiet hum of the fluorescent bed. Space to breathe, lending you the strength that you didn't think you'd leave. A bridge over trouble, a soft word of grace, putting a smile back on every tired face. Yeah, we're rising together as the beautiful plan. Just a girl in the office, helping every the city lights start a distant glow. My coffee's cold, but my mind is clear. The only soul still working here. Columns of numbers and rows of white, swimming around in the middle of night. Clicking the mouse in a quiet room, chasing away the shadows and gloom. My fingers are tired, but my heart is set on finishing the hardest project yet. Lost in the Excel blue light, glowing through the middle of the night. Data is dancing, the cells are all full. The screen has a steady and magnetic pull. One more formula, one more line, until the morning starts to shine. The office is empty, the chairs are all still. It takes a little bit of iron and a will to check every detail and make it alright. Under the glow of the fluorescent light, I'm doing it for them, I'm doing it for me. Dreaming of waves and the salt of the sea. Of ascending fruit. Soon I'll be leaving, soon I'll go see. But first I will finish, and first I will lead, providing the answers that everyone needs. steady a magnetic pull. One more formula, one more line, until the morning starts to shine. Saving clothes, the blue light goes. Now I can dream.
The curse is blinking for the very last time. I've reached the peak of the mountain climb. The submit button is a beautiful sight. After the glow of the blue Excel light, the tray starts moving, the rollers they spin. I'm wearing a tired but permanent grin, warm to the touch, fresh from the heat. Piles of paper making success so sweet. I'm binding the edges, I'm clearing my space, with a glow on my skin and a smile on my face. Hear the final page print, see the weekend in a golden glint. The ink is drying on a job well done. Now it's time for the salt and the sun. A stack of dreams on the polished wood. Everything's finished and it feels so good. Hey. And it feels so good. My colleagues are cheering, they're clapping their hands. We're leaving the office for the coastal sands. I've checked every digit, I've proofed every word. Now I'm as light as a seaside bird. Shutting the laptop, pulling the plug, giving my favorite coworker a hug. No more deadlines, no more pleas, just the whisper of a tropical breeze. The hard work is over, the vision is clear. The best part of the story is finally here. Job well done. Now it's time for the salt and the sun. A stack of dreams on the polished wood. Everything's finished and it feels so good. Hear the final page print, see the weekend in a golden glint. The ink is drying on a job well done. Now it's time for the salt and the sun. A stack of dreams on the polished wood. Everything's finished and it feels so good. And it feels so good. Done at last, put it in the past, heading for the blue.
Folded cotton and a favorite dress, leaving behind the office and the stress. One straw hat for the midday heat, comfortable shoes for the sandy street. My room is quiet but the air is humming. I can feel a brand new story coming. Is it too much? Is it enough? Tucking away all my winter stuff. Sunglasses found in the looking for something new. I don't know who I'm going to meet on the edge of the world where the waves are sweet. Just a girl with a bag and a fresh degree, finding her way to the deep blue sea. Travel bags tonight, heart is feeling feather light, zipping up the memories of the week for the ocean spray upon my cheek. A little suitcase, a lot of dreams, everything is better than it seems. One more thing, what will the morning bring? Ready for the shore. Star low, long farmers window views. Star lo-fi, I'm in this track is driven by a steady hypnotic train track. Percussion, soft brushes on a snare, mimicking the movement of the bus. A road piano plays long, sustained chords that feel like passing landscapes. Tempo 80 BPM, steady rolling in lidity. Teary, dreamy and nostalgic, ethereal, dreamy and nostalgic. I'm muting the busy and I must be done, chasing the path of the sinking sun. All these bus window views, painted in oranges, greens and blues. The world is a movie on a giant screen, the prettiest colors I've ever seen. Moving away from the life I knew, heading to where the sky is true. Little houses with the smoke in the air, people waving without a single care. I wonder who lives in the valley deep, and what kind of secrets the forests keep. I'm just a passenger passing through, with a brand new heart and a different view. The road is a ribbon, long and gray, taking us further and further away from the glass headquarters and the paper stacks. There's no reason to be looking back. Window views, painted in oranges, greens and blues. The world is a movie on a giant screen, the prettiest colors I've ever seen. Moving away from the life I knew, heading to where the sky is true. Almost there, I can feel the air changing its tune. looking for a different kind of sound. The city hum is 1,000 miles away in the cooling light of a dying day. I take a breath and I close my eyes underneath the purple of the coastal skies. It's in my hair, it's on my skin. The magic of the night is coming in. A tang of seaweed and the cooling spray, taking the office dust all away. Oh, this first salty air, tangled up in my messy hair, is the taste of freedom on my lips, the rocking rhythm of the wooden ships. I'm standing on the edge of the world tonight, in the silver glow of the rising light. My coworkers are laughing by the hotel gate, but I'm standing still, I can't help but wait to feel the pulse of the tide below, to watch the way the white caps glow. I'm not a graduate, I'm not a clerk, I'm just a soul far away from work. Yeah, in the city the air was made of glass, in the country the air was made of grass, but here by the blue it's made of salt and grace, bringing the color back into my face. Oh, this first salty air, tangled up in my messy hair, is the taste of freedom on my lips, the rocking rhythm of the wooden ships. I'm standing on the edge of the world tonight, in the silver glow of the rising light. Just breathe, let the spirit lead the city behind. Shoes left behind on a wooden step, secrets that the city office kept, all washed away by the rising foam. I'm feeling like I finally come home. The grains are cool between my toes, the way a quiet story grows. No more concrete, no more tile, I haven't felt this light in a long, long while. The horizon is a silver thread, pulling all the worries from my head. Oh, walking on sand on the edge of the lonely land, the water is reaching for my feet, a melody that's bitter and sweet, soft and sinking, a gentle trace of a girl in a wide and open space. The moon is a sliver in a velvet sky, I'm watching the white winged gulls go by. The resort lights are a distant spark, I'm moving softly through the dark. I'm not a name on a plastic card, I'm just a girl when the world isn't hard. Left foot, right foot, a steady beat, the salt is stinging, the air is sweet. I'm walking away from who I was, just because, just because.
Beyond the lights of the hotel bar, under the glow of a single star, I see a silhouette by the pier. The city noise cannot reach him here. He's wearing a shirt that's faded and old, working with hands that aren't afraid of the cold. No expensive watch, no polished shoe, just a man doing what he has to do. Untying a knot in a heavy robe, with a quiet face and a sense of hope. Oh, just another local man with the salt of the sea upon his hand, living a life that's simple and deep, with secrets the ocean is allowed to keep. He doesn't look like a king or heir, just a soul in the midnight air. He's fixing a net by a small oil lamp. The wood of the dock is cool and damp. He looks up and gives a tired smile, the kind that stays for a long, long while. I wonder if he's ever seen the tall glass walls, or heard the echo of the corporate halls. In the office, we wear a heavy mask, hiding the person behind the task. But here in the dark, by the rolling tide, there's nothing to prove and nowhere to hide. Just another local man with the salt of the sea upon his hand, living a life that's simple and deep, with secrets the ocean is allowed to keep. He doesn't look like a king or a heir, just a soul in the midnight air. Just a name, not a game, under the moon.
Rope is frayed and the knots are tight. He's struggling in the fading light. I don't think twice, I just move near. The sound of my footsteps is all he can hear. I reach for the line with a practiced grace, and a look of surprise crosses his face. I'm just a girl in a summer dress, helping him clear up the tangled mess. Our fingers touch for a second or two, under a sky of a midnight blue, helping a stranger by the sea. Who knew how simple life could be? No titles here, no business cards, just two souls when the world isn't hard, pulling the net steady and slow, watching the silver bubbles glow. He says thank you in a voice so low, like a secret only the ties would know. I tell him I'm new, just here for the stay. He says the ocean takes the city away. We work in a rhythm, a silent duet, getting the salt and the seaweed wet. He doesn't know about my big degree or the tall glass walls that I used to see, and I don't know that he owns the land. I only know the warmth of his hand.
how simple love could be. No titles here, no business cards, just two souls when the world isn't hard, pulling the net steady and slow, watching the silver bubbles blow. Just a hand in the sand, starting to blow. The work is done and the nets are dry under a vast and violet sky. He points to a seat by the old seawall, weathered by salt and the winter's fall. We sit together, not too close, the kind of moment I love the most. No leather chairs or a boardroom view, just peeling paint in the evening dew. He asks about my dreams and my past, and I hope this silence is gonna last. On a simple wooden bench tonight, talking till the moon is big and bright. No corporate ladder, no heavy crown, just two hearts as the sun goes down. Small talk turns into something deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. I tell him how I help the office team. He tells me why he loves the ocean stream. He speaks of the waves like they're old friends, and where the blue of the horizon ends. I don't see a boss or a rich man's son, I just see a soul and the way he's one. The wood is rough against my skin, but I feel a softness starting within. I'm a graduate with the world to see, but right now this bench is enough for me. On a simple wooden bench tonight, talking till the moon is big and bright. No corporate ladder, no heavy crown, just two hearts as the sun goes down. Small talk turns into something deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. On a simple wooden bench tonight, talking till the moon is big and bright. No corporate ladder, no heavy crown, just two hearts as the sun goes down. Small talk turns into something deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. Just a seed where we meet, nothing to prove. The sky's bleeding pink and gold, a story that never gets too old. We're standing where the wet sand shines, crossing all the invisible lines between the city and the shore. I don't wanna be a stranger anymore. The light is catching the edge of his face in this quiet and hallowed space. No shadows of work, no
This is what living is all about. In a shared sunset glow, watching the heavy shadows grow. The orange fire on the water skin is where the S is beginning. Two silhouettes in a frame of light, holding back the coming night. He points to where the sun goes down, far away from the noise of the town. I tell him about the projects I've led, but he listens to the things I haven't said. The way I breathe, the way I stand, with the golden light across my hand. Everything is burning bright and deep, a memory I know I'm gonna keep. When the glass office feels too cold, I'll remember this fire of orange and gold. In a shared sunset glow, watching the heavy shadows grow. The orange fire on the water skin is where the us is beginning. Two silhouettes in a frame of light, holding back the coming night. Golden blue, me and you, until the dark. The stars are spilling in the black. There is no reason to be looking back. The resort lights are a mile away. We've left behind the heat of the day. Our shoulders brush as we slowly pace in this white and silver shadowed space. No need to talk, no need to explain. The salt is washing away the strain. The rhythm of the tide is a song. This is exactly where I belong. A quiet beach walk, just us two, walking the line of the indigo blue. The world is sleeping, the world is still, following the curve of the coastal hill. Just the sound of our feet in the wet, a midnight walk I won't forget. I start to look at a glowing shell, a secret that only the deep can tell. I watch his profile against the moon. The ocean is humming a low, low tune. I've climbed the ladders and passed the tests, but this is where my spirit rests. Things in hand, though we haven't touched. Why does this silence mean so much? From the office floor to the moonlit sand, I'm finally starting to understand. quiet beach walk, just us two, walking the line of the indigo blue. The world is sleeping, the world is still, following the curve of the coastal hill. Just the sound of our feet in the wet, a midnight walk I won't forget. A quiet beach walk, just us two, walking the line of the indigo blue. The world is sleeping, the world is still, following the curve of the coastal hill. Just the sound of our feet in the wet, a midnight walk I won't forget. Walking slow in the glow, under the stars. The sky is a velvet, dark and white, spilled with diamonds above the tide. We're sitting where the dune grass grows, where the cool salt heavy breeze blows. I'm looking up at the Milky Way, feeling a million miles from the day. In the city, the stars are hidden by gold, but here the whole story of time is told. And as we sit in the silver glow, there's a feeling I'm starting to know. Stars above tide, hanging so low, watching the secrets we're starting to show. Whispering dreams in the middle of night, bathed in the ancient and flickering light. The universe is big, but we're right here in a world that is suddenly perfectly clear. He tells me he feels like a bird in a cage, ready to turn to a brand new page. I tell him I've always been chasing the prize, but now I see something else in his eyes. We're just 2 points in a sparkling map, closing the distance, filling the gap. The music shifts into a teal-off section. The Wurlitzer plays a soulful tremolo, heavy melody that feels like a warm late-night confession. Does the moon know what we're gonna be? Two souls drifting on a cosmic sea, leaving the office and the nets behind for the kind of peace that is hard to find. Watching the secrets we're starting to show. Whispering dreams in the middle of night, bathed in the ancient and flickering light. The universe is big, but we're right here in a world that is suddenly perfectly clear. Close your eyes and just listen to the pool. The moon is heavy and the tide is full. The foam is whispering against the shore like a ghost at a long-forgotten door. We're sitting so close that I feel your heat in the rhythm underwater, steady beat. No more talking, no more how or why, just the conversation of the sea and sky. A language of salt and a language of blue, telling me everything I need to know about you. Oh, this gentle wave sound, turning the heavy world around, laughing at the edges of the night, before the morning brings the light. It's the heartbeat of the sleeping earth, giving our silent love a birth. I can feel the stress of the city slide away with the receding tide. The spreadsheets, the meetings, the glass and the steel, they don't feel half as real as the way that I feel with the spray on my face and the sand in my hair and the sound of the ocean everywhere. If the world stopped spinning, would we care? With the salt and the starlight in the air, we're caught in a loop of the silver and gray, wishing the sun would stay far, far away. This gentle wave sound, turning the heavy world around, laughing at the edges of the night, before the morning brings the light. It's the heartbeat of the sleeping earth, giving our silent love a birth. Just the sea, you and me, let it be. The moon is hanging by a silver thread. Everything we haven't yet said is waiting on the tip of your tongue. The night is old, but the heart is young. You take a breath and you look away to the city lights across the bay. No more local, no more friend. The story is starting to bend. You turn to me with a serious eye under the vast and heavy sky, telling true names tonight in the flickering yellow light. That nobody is the owner's son. The secret of the air has begun. You're the name on the glass and the stone, but you're the man I've already known. I'm just a girl with a fresh degree, working for the name on your family tree. But I didn't know you in the suit and tie. I knew you when the tide was high. I helped you with the heavy net, a moment I will never forget. Does it tie the chains the net? Does it change the lines on your hand? The glass office feels so far away from the salt and the spray of the day. Telling true names tonight in 'cause you're the man I've already known. You're the known. Pushing off from the sandy shore, no office keys or a heavy door, just two hearts in a hollow hull, following the path of a silver gull. The city lights are a tiny spark, we're the only stars in the velvet dark. No corporate titles, no suit and tie, just the vastness of the sea and sky. The wood is creaking a lullaby as the moon goes drifting slowly by. In a small wooden boat tonight, everything feels perfectly right. No heir to the throne, no boss in sight, just a boy and a girl in the pale moonlight, rowing away from the world we knew into a circle of indigo blue. You rest your hand on the weathered side, letting the current be our guide. I'm just a girl with a fresh degree, and you're just the man who belongs to the sea. For a moment the empire can wait while we rewrite the lines of our fate. In the morning the glass walls return, but tonight there's a lesson to learn, that a palace is nothing but stone and sand compared to the warmth of a simple hand. Everything feels perfectly right. No heir to the throne, no boss in sight, just a boy and a girl in the pale moonlight, rowing away from the world we knew into a circle of indigo blue. In a small wooden boat tonight, everything feels perfectly right. No heir to the throne, no boss in sight, just a boy and a girl in the pale moonlight.
Stars are fading into a lavender gray. A new kind of morning is finding its way. The horizon is burning a soft peach line, and for the first time I know you are mine.
No more secrets hidden in the black. There is no reason to be looking back. The sand is cold but our hearts are warm, sheltered together from any storm. The office towers are waking up far away. But here we have the start of a perfect day. Oh, this first morning light, chasing away the shadows of night, waking up to a world that's brand new, painted in gold and a deep honest blue. The air and the graduates side by side in the quiet wash of the morning tide. You look at me with the sun in your eyes, under the vast and waking skies. The owner's son is a title you wear, but I see the man with the salt in his hair. We're not just co-workers, we're not just a team, we're the living truth of a midnight dream. In the city, the morning is coffee and glass. In the country, the morning is dew on the grass. But here by the water, it's a promise we keep while the rest of the corporate world is asleep. Oh, this first morning light, chasing away the shadows of night, waking up to a world that's brand new, painted in gold and a deep honest blue. The air and the graduates side by side in the quiet wash of the morning tide. Suitcases are sitting by the hotel gate. The bus is coming, it won't be late. I'm wearing my office shoes once again, but I'm not the same girl I was back then. I look at the water, I look at the pier, leaving a piece of my spirit right here. You're standing there in your simple shirt, but the goodbye doesn't have to hurt. You take my hand and you lean in close, the kind of moment I'll miss the most. A promise to return to the sand with the salt of the sea upon our hand. The city is calling with its glass and its steel, but it can't change the way that we feel. A vow in the wind, a knot in the rope, a suitcase, a memory, and a heart full of hope. You'll be the air in the high-rise tower, I'll be the graduate finding my power. But every sunset and every blue tide will find us together with nowhere to hide. We'll meet in the lobby, we'll meet in the hall, but our hearts will be here after all. Project is over, the holiday's done, but the story of us has only begun. From the local man to the owner's son, you're still the only one, the only one. To the sand with the salt of the sea upon our hand. The city is calling with its glass and its steel, but it can't change the way that we feel. A vow in the wind, a knot in the rope, a
Back in the lobby, under the lights, higher than all of the city heights. I'm holding my coffee, I'm checking the mail, but the colors of work are no longer pale. Because when I look through the elevator door, I see the man that I met on the shore. You're wearing the suit and the silver tie, but I still see the ocean in your eye. The secret air in the corporate den is the same local man I helped back then. It was always you from the very start, before the titles and the business part, before the empire and the family name, before we started this professional game. Just a girl with a dream and a fresh degree, and a boy who found his soul by the sea. I'm still the one who helps every hand, but now I'm the one who understands the weight of the crown that you have to wear, and the salt that is still in your messy hair. We walk through the halls with a secret grin, knowing exactly where us began. From the Excel sheets to the wooden boat, we're the prettiest story that was ever wrote. A graduate's heart and an owner's son, two separate lives becoming as before the titles and the business part, before the empire and the family name, before we started this professional game. Just a girl with a dream and a fresh degree, and a boy who found his soul by the sea. Always you, always true. Always true from the start.